do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, June 12th, 2020, and I'm headed into the office for the day. I was really hoping I wouldn't have to go into the office this week, but I was supposed to actually do a training course this week. They moved it for me to next week. It's an Azure 104 class. 104 is the class number or whatever. I think it's just like a basic Azure administrator training course. So it's going to be like 4 days, and should be pretty cool. But I'm going to learn about that, and I know a little bit about it. The boys are out with the city. I don't know what they're doing. I think they might be doing like that seal coating or whatever on the cracks and stuff. But so that's starting next Monday. So I'm going to be kind of tied up all week doing training and stuff like that. So where I'm going with this is I don't think I'll be able to make it into the office next week. What I'm going to do is work on some wiring and just some existing wiring. They want me to move it around or something like that, so I'm going to be playing with that sort of stuff. I don't think it's anything too crazy. Also, my old desk, my old sitting area in the data center, it's all got to go bye-bye. So a little sad about that. It was my lab for many years. So I had built my ML350 10 gig speed switch and put that in place while working there. I also had my my more basic work lab, which is the 2 Cisco switches. I think they were 3750s or 3850s. I had 2 of those. I also had my router, and what else did I? Oh, I had my 2 wireless access points. So I had a lot going on there. It's one of those things where I'm gonna have to, I guess, take it all apart and pull it out. So a little bit sad about all that. It's all there. It's all been working. It's all in place. It's one of those things where it's kind of, more or less kind of like the end of an era. I mean, it was something that I had been, looking forward to implementing, using, working with, all that, and it's all just kind of gone. So I lost my WAN link, my private WAN link, my super secret one. So there's kind of no more reason or excuse to have all of that hardware sitting there in the data center anymore. So I'll see if I have time today. I might end up pulling it out and bringing it home. I mean, it is what it is. So I'm probably gonna start. I know I need more access points at the house, so I'm really contemplating essentially redoing my network in the house to the point where I can more or less have more access points, 1 per floor or whatever, and then also do say more capacity. I don't know. How can I word that? Have more throughput, more whatever. So we'll see. I'm having a lot of problems with the WAP that I have at the house. It's oh geez, what was the name of the brand of all that shit that I bought and I was playing with and trying to learn and all that? not saying that it doesn't work well, it's just not very powerful. So it's like good for like just one area, but you know, when I'm trying to you know, use Wi-Fi out back in the sunroom, and then use Wi-Fi in the front room, and you know, I got, what is it, like 4 devices using Wi-Fi 5 if Grant's in there too. So we got the TV, we got let me think about that real quick. We got the TV, we got my 2 laptops, my phone, and then Grant's tablet or phone or whatever, or Switch or whatever he's playing with at the time. It's 5 devices all on Wi-Fi, all on the same access point. So I think it would be cool if I can kind of split that up, so to speak, or whatever. I don't know. It's going to be one of those things that I'm going to have to try to figure out. And in terms of mesh and all that, I don't know too much about how all that works. I think as you roam, it'll just connect to the most strongest signal, but I don't know. So I do know that I was able to get VLANs and all that sort of stuff working on, or at work. So it's going to come down to kind of tweaking them, changing them, whatever, so that it'll do what I want it to do at home versus at work. So I'm really excited. The market opens in 5 minutes. I'm really excited to see where it's at. The entire market was down like 2 to 3 or so percent yesterday. That's the biggest crash I've seen since I've been day trading, and that's brutal. Thank God I sold 2 days ago. Because, you know, when you sell when it's down, you're like, well, it's going to come back, but how bad it's going to get first. Well, I saved probably at least $1,000 by selling off. And I really need to study some sort of safety systems or whatever for day trading, because I got to come up with a better way to protect myself. Let's just put it that way. But I did buy back in yesterday. I bought a fuckload, and I think yesterday, or at the end of the day yesterday, I was down like $300 more. So when I sold, I was down like $800. So I'm down like somewhere around $1,100 from where I was. I'm kind of kicking myself. So when I bought in, let's say, I think it was Tuesday before the crash, I bought in, and everything went up. I had like, what was it, $10,600, and that same day that I bought, everything went up, and it was worth at one point like $11,000. And I'm like, man, maybe I should just lock this in. I'm like, no, I know it's gonna pump. And then the next day, everything just kind of went to shit. So I was like, man, I had $400 or whatever profit same day, and you know, I got greedy or whatever. So, but that's the nature of the beast. There was the problem that happened was there was an issue with, and I think this was on Wednesday. The Fed was supposed to make a decision about interest rates and this and that, and then they basically decided not to do anything, and it kind of just left all the markets in limbo. So that was the issue. That's why everything just kind of like got fucked, because everyone was waiting on them to make a decision. If they would have made a good decision, the market would have fucking probably went wild 2 days ago, and I was hoping and praying and counting on that. When it didn't, and the market just flatlined kind of, that's when I sold, and I was like, I can't wait any longer, you know. All of my previous positions were based and hedged on them making a decision to cut the rates or whatever, which would have been a good thing for the market and the economy and all that. So yeah, I'm still learning, you know. Like I said, you're not gonna always have good days. I gotta keep reminding myself of that. What I'm wondering on is if I can have a really good day, if I can get up to over 10 grand or 11 grand, I might cash out some of it. I'm not even kidding, because I do have bills and all this stuff, and I get nervous, you know. Once you start pumping and getting more and more and more money, you know, easy come, easy go. When my nut was smaller, I was a well, not a little, a lot more conservative. Let's just put it that way. So I'm headed into work. I was, you guys saw me yesterday. I was so fucking burned out. Last night I slept like a log, dude. I needed that. I probably slept an extra hour too this morning. And Sophie, I think only got up once, which was a godsend. Like, Jesus Christ, I needed that. So that sleep felt so good. So good. I've been living off of like energy drinks and fucking Diet Coke. And I'm like dead. Completely dead. So a lot going on. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned.